Okay, Addie, now we're going to move on and I'm going to say some sounds and I want you to write all of the ways to spell those sounds. Okay, the first sound is the sound k, k, k. Write all of the ways to spell that. Good. Excellent. You like that marker, don't you? Great. And excellent. Go ahead and code that CK for me. One underline, yep, because that tells our brain 2 letters, 1 sound. Excellent. Now I'd like you to write all of the ways to spell the sound j, 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 j. Okay. Can you write all of the ways to spell the sound j? G. Okay. And look at this one again. We're going to need D, G, E. D, G, E, as in fudge, mudge. Excellent. And when do we use this spelling? At the end of a word, after a short vowel is heard. Excellent. D, G, E. Okay, let's do another one. What's another way to spell j? I'll give you a clue. It's my name. What about in Miss Jenny? J, j, j is jumping, jumping, jumping. J, j, j. See? You're making it hard for yourself. J. J says j. You must be sleepy after school. E, I, and Y. Make a G go. J. G go. J. You had a busy day. That's okay. That's why we're going to do some extra practice. So go ahead and give me. Excellent. Okay, so you've got our D, G, E. Okay, all right. So let's just pause for just a second because I think our brain needs a little practice with that. So on our gel board, and I probably need to remake this for us because I didn't do, my bubbles aren't great. Okay, I want you to trace with 2 fingers D, G, E for me, and I want you to say J, J, J. 2 fingers. Okay, so D, 2 fingers, G. Good. Go ahead and focus here, buddy. D, G. Okay. E. Okay, now let's sing our G Go J song while you trace your G. Okay, because you need to remember that soft G is going to be our J sound. Okay, ready? E, I, and Y. Make a G go. G go J. G go J. Okay. G go J. All through the town. Excellent. And I'm also saying I need to read over my bubbles, okay? So we'll come back to those in a little bit because I want to make sure you know all those sounds, okay? All right, all of the ways to spell. Listen carefully. I'm going to give you a glued sound. The glued sound is ank, ank, ank. And I'm going to give you a clue. This is how I tap it. Ank. Can you show me how you spell it? Ank. Okay, I want you to listen to my sound again, okay? Ank, ank, as in tank, okay? Or hank. Kind of smears it a little bit. That's okay. Okay, that's all right. So just come down here and let's try that one again. Ank. Okay, and I'll give it to you in a word. A and K. Excellent. So can you write that for me 3 times? A and K. Now go ahead and box it in. Box it. Good girl. That tells our brain glued sound. Stick together. Good girl. Ank. Can I hear you say ank as you're boxing? Ank. Ank. Okay, and last one. A and K. I don't think it's smearing on you. Ank, ank, ank. Give me another A and K. Okay, good girl. Just a few more. Okay. Can you give me all the ways to spell ch, ch, ch? Okay. And I'm going to give you a clue here, Addie. There are 2 ways right now that I want you to say good girl. Exactly right. TCH. Okay, and CH. Excellent. When are we going to use TCH? Just an underline. Excellent. Give me an underline on both. Great. Okay. Thanks for coding those. When are we going to use TCH?
Just like this one after a short.
Exactly. 1 syllable word after a short vowel is heard. Excellent. Okay, moving on. We're going to do some reading and some spelling. Okay. First things first. Let's review what we talked about the last few lessons. Okay, and I'm going to open up. Well, that's okay. I'll make sure that you see it. Okay. All right. I want to open up in our notebook to what we've been working on the past few times. Okay. So the past few sessions, let's just leave it and I'll take it for you and we'll give you time at the end to play with that. Okay. The last time we were doing the 3 sounds of ED. Okay, so let's go through those 3 sounds together because I'm going to ask you to read some words and you're going to need to know them. Okay, so for our 3 sounds, we've got, okay, duh is one of them, okay? It's not duh and duh and duh, okay? That would be the same sound. Let's listen, we've got, okay? I'll take those for you. Look over here for me, buddy. We've got ed, okay? Duh and t, okay? Ed, duh, and t. And here's what I want you to do. Take your finger, okay? And as you point to each one, yep, okay, let me hear you do it again. Ed, duh, and t, okay? As in mended, okay? Played, okay? And skipped, okay? Skipped. So as I'm asking you to read some of these words, you're going to see and hopefully hear the difference in our sounds. Okay, so, okay, first word? Added. Excellent, okay? Hopped. Let's look again. Okay. Robbed, as in the thief robbed the store. And you'll notice here that I boxed in our sound to tell you it's a glute sound, so let's look again. Remember, our B is going to have a belly on it. Banked. So let's tap this one together. Okay, ready? Book. Ank. Okay. Banked. Okay. Okay, let's look again. We've got dirred. I like how you did that blend. Let me see your tapping. Dirred. Okay. Agged. Dragged. Okay, as in she dragged it through the dirt. Okay. Let's look at this one. Okay, and I'm gonna before I even have you read it, I'm gonna add a little extra code because okay, I added the star here. Okay, because I'm telling you this is a flaws rule, right? Okay. That's okay. That's not what really matters. What matters is that you see it. So can you read this word for me?
Buzz.
Yep, buzz to Sarah. Okay, here's another review word. Okay, and this isn't our ED. Let's tap this one. Okay, let's go ahead and tap this one. We've got look at me, honey. Read the word. Let me hear you. Eyes over here. Lodge. Okay, lodge. And does that follow our DGE rule? Yes, it does. Okay, here's an opportunity to practice. Okay, so let me see you tap this. Yep, okay, let me see you do it one more time. See how I'm doing the 3 fingers at the end? Yeah, because I'm telling my brain 3 fingers, 1 sound. And last but not least. Okay, so let's look at this word again. Okay, and I want to remind you that when a C is followed by an E, I, or Y. Yep, okay, so let's practice this one again. But that's a different kind of cell, okay? And that is S-E-L-L. Those are called homonyms, which means they're going to sound the same. So that's confusing. But we're looking at this one as in a human cell, okay? The cells in a body. So I need you to tap this one for me again, okay? All right. Cell. Why did I put a star?
Because this is flaws.
The flaws rule. Okay, that's exactly right. Okay. Yeah, the neon doesn't show up very well, does it? Okay. All right. So let's do some spelling now. You like that clip? I'm glad that you like it. Okay. So for our spelling today, I'm going to read the word. Okay. And as always, I want you to repeat the word back to me, tap the word, and then write the word. And let's not use the neon because I don't think that was working. I know. Yes, you may choose. What color would you like to use? The neon wasn't so successful for us. You can use the vis-a-vis. They don't erase very well, so you're just going to have to write up here. But that's okay. Would you like to use that? Okay. All right. All right, my love. So remember, okay, Addie, look at me. Okay, the first thing, you're going to repeat the word back to me. Tap the word, write what you hear. The first word is the word fudge. Repeat the word.
Fudge.
Excellent. Tap the word.
Today
Yep. Fudge. Write what you hear. As See that you're already correcting yourself. Well done. That's okay, yeah. That doesn't matter as much. The most important thing is just that you write it correctly, okay? That's okay. Would you like the black or the red or the blue? Pink doesn't write very well, but give it socks. Okay. All right, so let's try again, buddy. Cause okay, look at me. Okay, so you're gonna write fudge. Write what you hear. It's okay, just do your best. Good. Now remember, B has a belly. Okay, so let's look at this again. B has a belly, and D has more of a little tissue. Okay, there you go. So yeah, let's go ahead and just correct that. Okay, great. Now what are you missing right here? Okay, F-U-D-G-E. How are you going to code D-G-E? Eyes over here, Addie. How are you going to code D-G-E? Good girl. Okay, little one, the next word. Listen carefully to this word. Listen to me. The word is goblet. Can you say the word? Okay, we're going to tap it. G-A-B. So let's just start with that. I want you to write G-A-B. Okay? Remember, B has a belly, D has a tushy. Okay, I want you to focus on this word, buddy. G-A-B. Good. Okay, now we're going to tap the second part. Are you ready? Nope, we're not worried about that right now. Okay, so we've got gob, let, let. Excellent. Goblet. And does this follow our G rule? Hard G followed by, exactly right, because if it was followed by E, I, or Y, it would be a soft G. All right, this word is one of our newer words. The word is kissed, as in, I kissed my dog earlier. Kissed. Okay, so let's go back to our flaws rule, okay? What's the flaws rule say? Flaws rule says that any word, one syllable that ends in L, S, or Z, F, L, S, or Z. Okay, there we go. Okay, F, L, S, or Z, and that is the flaws rule, my friend. Okay, now think about the rule that we just learned, Addie. Okay, hold on. Thank you for coding that for me. Okay, so if we are adding, okay, an ending sound, and you're hearing kiss. Do you remember how we learned a spelling? Okay, it has 3 sounds. Okay, what spelling did we just learn? Okay, it was our last lesson. Okay, E-D. E-D. Okay, so let's look at that word together. Go ahead and write E-D there, and I'm going to make note that we need to review that. Okay. Excellent. Now remember how we talked about ED making 3 sounds. So let's go through those 3 sounds together. Okay, we've got, yep, that's just where I keep track of all of our work. Okay, so we've got, it says ed, it says d, and it says t. So which one of those sounds is this? Kissed. T. Well, it's a t sound, but it's an ED spelling. Okay? ED spelling. Okay? T. It is a t sound, and that's why we say ED has 3 sounds. Okay? Which is so crazy. Yeah, so let's try another word.
It's hard when you're
It can be hard, which is why we're going to practice it a lot more, because I think it's really important for us, okay? All right, so Addie, let's do this. This word, I'm going to give you a clue, really follows almost the same patterns. You're going to see a flaws rule, and you're going to see the exact same pattern that we just did. Okay, let's not focus on that right now, okay? I want you to write the word. First, we're going to tap it, okay? The word is puffed, okay? Puffed. So let's go ahead. Can you repeat the word? I want you to repeat the word first. Puffed. Now we're going to tap it. I'm hearing that T sound, but I know that there's a spelling when it comes at the end of a word. Yes. So spell what you hear for me now that you know it's puffed.
Or to be more accurate,
everybody have a great
Okay, let's listen again, okay? Because I'm not hearing a B, I'm hearing a P. Do you hear that? Okay.
just turned it off.
That's okay. It's just
It's still videotaped.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, see, it's all right.
Can I get back?
Thanks. See, it's still going. Yeah. It just was the computer was sleeping. Okay. All right. So I want to see. Good girl. You're remembering. Okay, but no. That's right. So remember, if it's our flaws rule, what do we need to see here? Okay. So go ahead and code that for me. Okay. And then remember, what did we just learn when we hear that t at the end? There you go. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to trace over this word. Let's do it in blue. Maybe it'll turn purple. And as you're doing it, I want you to say each sound, okay? So we've got, so as you're tracing this, I want to hear p. That's okay, that works, because you're still telling your brain what to do. There you go. Let me hear your p. Oh. Good. There you go. It's kind of funny how it does that, right? And there's our t. ED says t at the end of a word. Excellent. Let's do that with kissed too. Okay, so you're going to trace over it, and I want to hear you saying the sound. Over here, Addie. I see you're enjoying that. I'll have you erase it in a second. Okay? So let me hear, what sound is that? Good. What sound? Sound. Sound. What sound is here? Listen to, you're exactly right. Okay, the ED says t at the end of a word. Okay, well done. Go ahead and erase your board. We're going to come back to some of these. It's hard to erase on that thing, isn't it? Well, the good news is we don't need to worry too much about that, because I'll erase all that out for us. All right, little one, we are going to do some word building today, and I have a new way we're going to do it. Okay, so we have our word building for. We have our word building for. Okay, and here's what you're going to do. I have some clips for you, and this is how you're going to tell me what sound that you are changing, okay? Just find our other clip. We'll use this one right here. We'll do this one for the vowel. How's that? Okay? So I'm going to ask you to write a word, okay, and then I'm going to ask you to change the word. We haven't done this. I don't think we did this last time, so this will be a good chance. And let's use, let's go ahead and use the red. That red's been pretty consistent for us. Pretty consistent. Consistent means that it's happening often. It's happening frequently and often, okay? I'm going to use a blend here at the beginning, okay? And let's just, I know that you enjoy blends, but let's go ahead and practice tapping a blend, okay? If I were to use the blend st, as in stop, I'm going to tap it st, st, st. So speaking of, let's start with the word stop. So go ahead and say the word for me. That's okay. St. Okay, listen again. What are you missing there? That's okay, yep. St. Excellent. Now we need our middle sound. Excellent. Excellent, okay. Yep. Leave it just like that for me. How are you going to code your blend? Good girl. 2 lines telling our brain 2 letters, 2 sounds, blending together. Stop, okay? Now, I want this to stay, to say stock, stock. So what are you going to need to change? The beginning sound, the middle sound, or the end sound? Stock. Yep, so go ahead, trade this out, and add this guy on here, just to tell your brain, I'm changing the ending sound. Want to add it on there for me? There you go. Okay, so what sound are you going to use? What spelling are you going to use at the end? Yes, but what comes at the end of a word after a short vowel is heard? There you go. You remember to use CK. Good job blending it. Okay? Now I want this to say talk. Talk. It says stock. Good girl. Okay? So go ahead and trade that out. Trade out your beginning sound for me. Clip. Sure.
Paper. And then when I trade this one out.
You got it, buddy. Okay, so let me see talk. This is a funny spelling of talk, isn't it? Okay, now this says talk. Can you make it say tick? Yeah, so you knew right away to change the middle sound. Well done. So what do we need to change? Yeah, you like to change this, don't you? Okay. Can you get it on there? Yeah, they're little. Yeah, they are pretty small. Okay. up next. Now this says tick, and I want it to say stick. So what are you going to add? St. Yep, you're hearing a lot of that st. St. Okay, I want us to tap stick because I'm looking at a blend and a digraph. Let me. Good. You're gonna have to borrow some fingers. I know this. Yeah. So watch my fingers, okay? I'm gonna go st, and then I'm gonna borrow that finger because it's a 2-letter digraph. Stick. Okay, but that's a little tricky. We almost need like an extra set of fingers for that. Okay, but it's important to remember we've got our blend and our digraph. Okay, now I want this to say slick. I see you looking right away at the beginning. Great. So you know you just need to change one letter in that blend. Tap that for me. Yeah, borrowing that second finger. Good girl. Okay, let's do one more. And this, you're gonna need this word in a few weeks for Halloween. What are you gonna say when you go to the door? You're gonna say knock, knock, knock. Trick. Trick. So if this says slick, I want it to say trick. Okay, ready? Listen. Chur, eh. Good girl, you heard it right away. So Addie, if you ever have a word that you feel like you need help with, or like how you just asked, I want you can even do this at school, to take your hand, you could do it under your desk, and you're just gonna break down that sound, okay? And watch immediately when I do this, my brain tells me, okay, tr, I hear TR, TR, TR. So let's practice that tr together, okay? Ready? So let me see you tap it. We're gonna do it, let's do it 5 times. Wait, how old are you? Okay, we're gonna do it 8 times. Ready?
Mom says we would do in circle 8 minutes plus 1 more minute.
So 9 minutes? Well, how about I'll only make you do 8 blends. Okay, ready? Chur, 1, chur, 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 trick, train. Can you think of any other words that have the tr at the beginning? That only has an R. Do you hear? There's no T there. But train does. Do you hear it? Train. Okay. Let's move on. I see that you're enjoying that. Okay. You want to erase that? Erase, 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 erase. Okay, take a quick brain break. Roll out your ears. Get some blood flow going. This always helps me. Roll them out. Yeah. Take a deep breath. Ready to move on? Oh, you're great job. We're almost done. We're at treasure box today. Okay, so little one, last time we began talking about, and we're going to come back to the 3 rules of ED as well, but we began talking about a kind of a cool rule that I think you're going to recall, I hope. We started talking about the 1-1-1 rule, okay? So what we're going to do now with the 1-1-1 rule is you're going to help me fill this out, because the 1-1-1 rule tells us something pretty specific, okay? So let's look at it together. It tells us, look here, Addie, if we have 1 syllable, because that's where we're going to put this. See? Yeah, it'll fit perfectly, okay? If we have, Addie, 1 syllable, okay, and 1 blank. Do you remember what goes in that blank? 1 syllable, 1 blank, and blank consonant.
So if it
So we got to figure out what goes in that blank. 1 syllable, 1 vowel, and how many consonants? Think about the 1-1-1 rule. Look at here, buddy. How many consonants? What's going to go right here? 1, 1, 1. Okay? So I'll write the word vowel right here for us, and I'll let you fill in. Yeah. Okay, so far, yeah, well, I'll get it for us in just a second. The glue, it's in there. Okay, so we've got 1 syllable, Addie. There's the glue stick. Okay, let me pull it out. Okay, look at here, buddy. 1 syllable, 1 vowel, and I'll let you fill in. Yeah, just draw 1 for me. And what that says is, okay, so adding 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant, we're going to double the consonant before adding a suffix. Say that with me. double the consonant before adding a suffix, okay? So let's glue that in, and then let's take a peek, and I know we've glued some of these in from last time, at what that's going to look like for us. Uh-oh.
Do you need the
We do. Our glue is malfunctioning. That's okay. We can always just put it in and our glue for us when we get home. Let's do that, okay? Let's go ahead. You want to pin it in for me? Yeah, she's not working. That's okay.
It happens at school a lot.
That's okay.
And we actually have to put our hands
No, we won't do that. We're just going to make sure it's in our notebook so that we can remember this rule. Okay, the most important thing.
Here.
You got it? Okay, well, let's just do that, Addie, because I really want to move on a little bit. You're going to add a little on there? Okay. Ready? All right. So now I want you to read for me the rule, okay? Because this rule's pretty important, and I want to make sure that you're remembering this, okay? So our 1-1-1 rule says what? And I'll make sure it gets.
And one.
It does mean one and one and one, but one of what? So words that have one syllable, one.
Vowel.
One.
One consonant.
Okay, so for example, a word like run, okay? One syllable, one vowel, one consonant. We're going to double the consonant before adding a suffix. Double the consonant, okay, before adding a suffix, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and turn our page. Double the consonant, okay? Now, here is some other ones that we worked on last time, okay? So what we did last time, Addie, is we went through,
Was that
okay?
some yesterday?
No, I met you earlier this week. Remember we had to switch gears because Panera was not working? Remember? Yeah. Okay, so looky here. So remember we talked about your focus. It was not working. So we have the word tap. So does that fit our rule? It's got one syllable.
Yes.
Tap. How many times does my mouth move? Tap. Once.
Yes.
One vowel, one consonant. So in order to add that suffix, to make it past tense, we are going to double the consonant P and add ED. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through. I know, and you get to use your new tracker. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to read the word, and then we're going to read the new word with the doubled consonant. So the first word is, yeah, I might have to move it because of our trackers. So the first word is jog, and we turned it into jogging. Exactly. We've got bat,
Batted.
batted.
Snap. King.
So snap, snapping. Great. Drag, drag. And then past tense, we've got dragged. Okay, do you hear that ED sound at the end? Dragged. There's our D sound. Okay, let's do 3 more, okay? Eyes up here, buddy. Okay, let's do 3 more. This one has our H brothers at the beginning. Okay, we've got ch, g. What is the word? Eyes here. Okay. Now, if we add ing to that, our suffix, now it's going to say what? Chug. Chuggy. Good. So that would be if you drink your drink really fast. She was chugging her water. We also could use it as in the train was chugging along. Chug, 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 chug. Okay, let's do one more, okay? She was chugging her water. Okay, what's this word?
Popped.
Exactly. The popcorn popped. Do you hear that T sound at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, so not only are we practicing our new rule, but we're also reviewing our ED rule. Okay, and that's our 3 sounds of ED. Okay, so let's switch gears for a second, okay? Because I see that you're seeing in all of these that we're doubling that consonant and then adding the suffix, but I want to give you a chance to read that. Okay, read that in a little story that I have for you, okay? So, a friendly reminder, 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant, double the consonant. Okay, and I have a little story for you. It's a small story. I printed 2 because I wanted to read along with you now. Because that is what it printed. Yeah, we're not going to draw today. We're going to really focus in here. Now we're going to do some coding. It's just an apple. Okay, now we are going to do some coding first, okay? So right now, yeah, I do, honey. So right now, the first thing you're going to do is I want you to put on your coding lens because I need you to look in here and see if there's anything you recognize that we need to code. Right off the bat, I see right away some digraphs. I see some CKs, some CHs. Do you see
Can I
anything?
get to take this home?
That's going to stay in your folder, but if you think it would be helpful to have one at home, I can order you one for home, okay? Now, help me out here, Addie. Okay, remember what we talked about, staying focused, okay? Now, I'm gonna start you off, okay? That's okay, yep, thank you. I'm gonna start you off and I'm gonna underline our CK. Do you see anything else that needs to be coded? What do we have over there? Good, our TCH rule. I see some flaws rules. Yep, good girl. Do you see any flaws rules? Good girl. Okay, I am seeing a G, and right away I'm noticing something. What is following the G?
P.
Well, directly following it, E, I, and Y. Make a G, go. So I'm going to keep that in mind when I come to read this word. Oh, you're right. You're right. A Y is following it, therefore that G is going to say jump. Okay? We don't need to code that right now, but I just want you to keep that in mind, and I'll give you a reminder when we get closer, okay? All right, so let's go ahead, okay? And we're going to do some reading, okay? Now, we're going to read through this once, and then we're going to go back through and read it, and we're going to practice our punctuation with our hands, okay? Where we do our exclamation point, and we do our periods, and we do our, how do we do our question marks?
I don't know.
Remember? Question mark. Okay? Now, I don't know that there are any question marks in here, but this will give us a chance to practice, okay? All right, so the title of this passage, Addie, is Fishing with Jib.
Is there only one sentence?
Oh, there's more than one sentence. There's quite a few. Okay, ready? Fishing with Jib. Okay, whenever you're ready, let's project your voice, because remember, you want your voice.
Tom and Polly went fishing
Eyes over here, buddy.
at the
Go ahead and move it yourself. Okay. Landing.
Jim.
Good. Jim, you're exactly right.
The dog running along with
Let's begin. Okay, let's just start from the beginning, because I think you're maybe a little unfocused, and I need you to hang in there a little longer, buddy. Okay? Hang in there a little longer. Okay. All right, take a deep breath. Think about that treasure box that's waiting for you. Okay? Now you're nice and you've got water, you're hydrated. All right, we're going to do a great job reading this. Okay, and then we're almost done, and we'll end by playing a game, okay? But right now I need your eyes over here. It depends on how well you do this. So right now I need you to focus for me, okay? All right, so you're going to pull this down because it's important that you're reading at your pace. There you go.
Tom and Polly went fishing at the land
Good.
with Jim. The dog running along the bog dock.
Yeah.
Then he the children and hopping on the sand, hitting a ball with a stick
Good girl.
and riding it to the dog to catch the bird,
And to catch and
bring back to him. All
good.
felt
All good. All felt.
and Daddy helped them fix lunch. And them to get the
Good girl. Okay, so now we're going to read this together. I know you're almost done. Hang in there. Okay. When we get to a comma, we're going to make the comma with our hand. Okay. When we get to a period, we're going to punch that period. Okay. Now, I don't think we have any exclamation points in this one, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add one at the end so we get to practice that. Okay. Okay. You ready? We're going to read together. I've got mine. You've got yours.
This is excellent.
Exclamation point. Because our voice is going to project. Okay. Ready? Fishing with Jim. Ready? Right here. Tommy and Polly went fishing at the landing with Jip,
Won't you let me do?
the dog. Eyes over here, buddy. Running along the dock. Good girl. Then, eyes here, buddy. Then the children went jumping and hopping on the sand. Good girl. There's our comma.
Hitting
A ball with a stick and batting it to the dog to catch and bring back to them. Great. All felt happy when Daddy helped them fix a lunch as an ending to the trip. Good girl. High five. All right, you're a rock star. I know you've been working hard. We're going to play a game.
Okay.
Okay? Before we play our game, well, I'm going to let you choose. Okay?
Okay.
You may either play syllable bingo or you may play rainbow bingo. Which one would you like to choose? Yeah. You like rainbow bingo. Well, nope, that's not. I'm not saying it right. Rainbow syllables. You want rainbow syllables or bingo? Syllable bingo.
I don't know.
Well, let's make our decision. Okay. What's your decision? Okay, let's do that. I sure do. Let me get them for you. So, Addie, quick review though, because I'm going to be asking you some syllable types in here. Okay. And your job is to read the word and identify the syllable type for me, and that's the way you get to move on for your rainbow. Okay, there's our dice. What would you like to choose for your marker?
I like this little guy.
Okay, you can do that little guy. I'll do this big guy. Okay, I'm going to let you start, so let's put our markers here rather than start. I know we got to say, there you go. Okay. I know you do. Let's focus and get through our game, okay? You're doing a great job. We're almost done. All right, you want to roll the dice and grab your word? It might have. Okay, what's the word? We've got a train. Okay. So what type of syllable do we have? I hear one syllable, and I see with my eyes two vowels. So it's going to be a Velty. Excellent. Okay. Did you roll the 6? Okay. We have a 6. You go, girl. Okay, my turn. If I get mine right, I will get a 5. Okay, I have the word juggle. I see an E. I count back 3. There's a lot of stuff going on. 1, 2, 3. It is a consonant, therefore it's a consonant LE. So I get to move. Oh, you move for me. Okay, you're up. Thanks, buddy. 6 again. We'll be done with this game before we know
Please be
it.
careful, garbage is right behind.
Here's your word. So we've got KLE at the end. KLE, KLE, KLE. Okay, coal. Freck. Freckle. What do I have on my nose? Freckle. C and E, count back 3. It's consonant right. All right, let's focus on right here for now. Okay. Okay, my word is stairs, and that is a Velty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, oh, you moved me? Thank you. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna pause the game for just a second, and we're gonna do a end of session review, and then I'm gonna turn off the video. Okay? I know you've done a great job today. Okay. So Addie, okay, look at me. I need you to focus with us. Come on over. Addie. All right, little lady, come right here for me. We'll get your shoe in a second.
I got my
Okay.
shoes.
Today we reviewed a variety of sounds. Okay,
And
we
then it goes.
reviewed our TCH, we reviewed our H brothers, our flaws rule, our CK comes at the end of the word. Okay, but we also reviewed our 3 sounds of ED. What are those 3 sounds? we have d, ed, and exactly, okay? And we're going to do some more work with that, okay? And then additionally, we added on to our new rule, which is what? 1, 1, our 1, 1, 1 rule, which says one syllable, one vowel, one consonant, double the consonant before adding the suffix. Okay?
Okay.
Got it? Okay.
Yes. No, bye-bye.